What's up, everybody? It's Blue Drake, and today we are going to be taking a look at one of the most underrated shooters in gaming history. Welcome to Shattered Horizons. Now, what is Shattered Horizons? Shattered Horizons is a first-person zero-G team-based shooter, much like Insurgency or Battlefield. The only difference is the zero-G, which really transforms the entire map and the entire gameplay into a much more three-dimensional experience. And when I say three-dimensional, I mean from a gameplay standpoint. You've got guys coming at you from every which direction. And this, compared to this, drastically changes the way you see combat. You'll have some people on top walking at you upside down, and you'll have some catwalks that are completely inverted, some parts of the map that you have to approach from a completely different aspect. It's really, really cool. This game is by no means new, unfortunately, which is why I say it's underrated. It came out in 2009, which in my opinion makes it all the more impressive in terms of its visuals and the gameplay, but it's the only game that I've seen do zero-G space combat, at least from a first-person perspective, right. And whenever I see something like Star Citizen say, oh, we're going to have first-person combat in space, I have to think about Shattered Horizons because they did it right. And with how much space and the sci-fi genre is coming back nowadays, I think it's always important to look back at the things that did things well in order to get our bearings. Because how pointless would it be if Star Citizen came out and had shitty first-person combat when we've already done it right once? So we're gonna play some Shattered Horizons, kill some bots, and have some fun. And if you guys want to see more, make sure you tell me down in the comments below. There's only about 8 or so maps. The multiplayer community isn't really around anymore since the game's so old, but I figured it would be a good throwback. I doubt many of you guys have heard of this, so it should be new to a lot of you. And no matter what, it should be fun. So let's try some stuff and try to not get killed. So really quick, one of the biggest things I like about this game is its realism and the immersion and all the detail and everything. It really makes you feel like you're in a space and in a space suit shooting at people. Now your first reaction to that will be like, well, how realistic can it be? There's all this sound. There's no sound in space, and you would be right. There is no sound in space, which is why you can turn the sound right off. Now, in this mode, I've turned off my suit, which takes me off of radar. It's pretty much the equivalent of going dark. Now, I can turn this back on, and the suit's sound environment systems completely artificially create a soundscape. I mean, yeah, it's nothing more than a little storyline gimmick, but it's really cool the way they approach that. And I gotta tell you, it really is intense when you turn your suit off to go off radar and get behind your enemy. Everything goes dark. You can't hear any of your teammates anymore, and then all of a sudden all you can hear is just your gun hammering away at this guy. Done and done. Alright, let's turn our suit on and get to these guys. Now, with your suit on, you can actually attach to surface objects, but if you unattach, you can use your boosters, which make you go a lot faster. However, there are a lot of different kits that allow you to do different things. So for instance, machine guns and sniper rifles, they're considerably more accurate when you actually brace yourself on the surface, which again adds a completely different role to the game. As you can see, there's a railgun, machine gun, submachine gun, and shotgun. These three are suit integrated, so you can fly around without much of an impact to your accuracy. But the machine guns and railguns, you really have to use the environment to your advantage, which is really cool. Now, in addition to your suit environment and all those other things, you also get projectile grenades, which you can code. As you can see at the bottom of my radar, I can switch my my different grenade types. So there's ice, EMP, MPR, flare, and decoy. Now, MPR just explodes. It's high explosive. Flare just blinds everybody. EMP obviously shuts off their suit. Ice, I totally forget what ice does. And decoy is just a decoy. I'm not really sure why you'd want to use a decoy. Maybe not to friendly fire people? I have no idea. But let's go shoot some people with my grenades.
Control point taken by the enemy.
As soon as I find them.
Our control point is being captured. Defend our control point.
Alright, let's get these guys. Ah, damn. Those SMGs are really hardcore. Let's get a railgun. Now the railgun, like I said, really requires the surface of objects to maintain a stable shot. If I fire it right now, as you can see, not very wide. Even if I do this, it'll completely blow me back. It's almost impossible to get a good shot, because, you know, it's 0G. It's really hard to do anything. Now, I think if I stabilize myself in space, I can kind of get it to... Now, see, if I took a shot right now... Wow! Alright, let's reload this sucker. Now, let's get on the actual ground itself.
Control point secured.
Now, this is pretty cool, because in order to actually attach to the surface, you have to have your suit online. If you turn your suit off, you go off radar, but if you're a sniper and a machine gunner, that makes it really hard to sneak up on people because you can't shoot them. So the thought that went into balancing this is just really cool and unique. Uh-oh. I'm the closest range sniper I've ever seen. Uh-oh. Ah, that wasn't good. Let's try the machine gun. Now again... Oh, well, this works. We could also win. Ah, well, I really wanted to show off the machine gun, but I guess we'll just have to do that next time. If you enjoyed this, make sure you tell down in the comments whether you want to see more. Make sure you share and subscribe, helps out more than you know. And yeah, I guess I'll see you next time. The game is called Shattered Horizons. You can't pick up it on Steam. There is a few multiplayer servers left, but if you get it, you're mainly going to be stuck to a single player experience. Or you can just subscribe to my channel and watch me play it with people, and that's always a good thing too. Alright, I guess that's all the time we have. Alright, love you guys.